But you know, if there's something about Tito Bong, I mean, it's his love for country, love for the people, his vision, and you could just feel the passion that he has for the country and for the people, and how he just wants to do his best to give everyone, you know, a better life. It's sincere, it's authentic, and I think it's kind of rubbed off on anybody that's kind of worked with him.
Mapapansin niyo wala akong masyadong energy kasi nahihirapan po talaga ako mag-interview ng gwapo. Last time kasi ako mag-interview ng pogi si Baste, the interview ended in like 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
I told him, Baste, masyado kang gwapo, hindi ko kaya magtanong.
4 minutes na sana mag 10 minutes naman tayo.
Nung lumabas yung ad mo na, yung first ad, and then Toni came out doon sa proclamation rally. There was one more event prior to that, diba? Tapos she was bashed really hard.
Yeah, well, of course, it's the infamous Toni Talks, no?
Oh yeah, the Toni Talks, yeah.
Well, yeah, the genesis talaga of that Toni Talks was, ano yan, we were, of course, I mean, I don't know if everyone knows, but, you know, there is a family relationship now with BBM through my Tita Lisa, his wife. No?
Yes. Ano ba, cousin mo ba o tita mo? Tita?
Just to, I guess, set the record straight, kasi maraming assumptions there is, Tita Lisa, the wife of BBM, is first cousins with my dad.
Oh.
So I'm second cousins with Sandro, Simon, and Vincent. So in essence, we usually have Sunday lunches. So we have a Sunday lunch is the cacho lunch. You know? So myself, you know, Toni, Sevi, we all go to their house every Sunday. Even, you know, years ago, and we would swim in their house. You know, kwentuhan yan Sunday. So yung, diba, may pandemic, diba?
Yes.
So that's kind of the birth of Toni Talks. It's during the pandemic,
Yeah.
diba? So I think we were having, parang early last year, we were having lunch in with Tito Bong and Tita Lisa, and we were just casual lang. And then he mentioned that, oh, I'm watching Toni Talks. And Tita Lisa said, yeah, we've been watching it. So I said, Tito Bong, why don't you come out?
Okay.
And he's like, really? I go, yeah, let's set it up. I'm sure it'd be a fun interview, no? So that's kind of it all started. And then eventually, you know, months passed, he started having intentions to run for the presidency. So parang we felt that it would be a nice series, no? Because Toni didn't just interview BBM, she also interviewed
everybody else,
the
diba?
presidential post. But of course, 14 million strong pa rin ang BBM,
Yeah.
up to this day. So yeah, that kind of started the whole kind of attacks on her, no? And we released that on his birthday. I remember that, September 13. That was kind of the agreement.
How did she handle? How did she handle them?
Well, see, Toni, as I guess, you know, obviously knowing her for what, 13, 14 plus years, she's just incredibly strong talaga. She's an introvert to begin with, so she keeps to herself.
Kasi extrovert yung isa, yung luka-luka niya na kapatid, what's her name?
Alex
Si
naman,
Alex.
ibang klase naman.
Iba energy ni Alex, guys.
So si Toni man, I mean, strong, one of the strongest, if not the strongest woman I know. And you know, all her life, if you talk to her, hopefully one of these days, from grade school, she's always been bullied.
Yeah.
Bullied yan, grade school, high school, bullied yan. When she was trying to be an artista, they always said she was never pretty enough.
She's not the classic
she's
beauty
not
na.
mestiza, hindi siya ganun, you'll never get this, you'll never get that. Pero strong siya eh, gusto niya eh. So, I think yung bashing, even before social media, nababash na yan eh, sa mga castings, auditions, puro no, you can never do it, until she just persevered. So I think when she came out with the Toni Talks with Tito Bong, ano yan, the bashing, sanay na siya, parang thick skin na siya. She was prepared for it. I don't know how.
Alam mo, natuwa ako doon, hindi siya nagpa-victim eh.
No,
you know, parang gano'n lang taga-buhay. Okay na, gano'n na lang siya.
We have this thing, the both of us, parang wala silang magawa. Kami.
Were you bashed too? You?
I not as much as her, obviously, diba? But,
yung mga nambabash kay Paul dyan, wag kayong gagawin sa kanto namin, ha? Wag talaga.
Yung bashing ko, yung sa, when I shot the first, the second one with Mayor Inday, silang dalawa, diba? There was an issue about the shoot date and the Comelec, diba?
Yes.
Hindi siya, about the trial and all that stuff. They thought he was shooting. He should have been with the Comelec.
But it was at an earlier date.
Yeah, I mean, for me, not to go into the details, but it's just, you know, really funny and comedic sometimes that these people, you know, thousands of people are commenting and they don't know the real story. They don't know the facts. And here they are judging up by a photo, by a picture, and they think now they know everything. So that's why I guess...
Baka feeling nila live yung commercial.
Parang ganun, di ba? So, yun lang. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to bashing naman, ano yan, Tony and I, we have our inner circle naman. And that's what really matters. Our family and our close friends. And if you look at it naman, out of, every hate, there's 10 times the love. So,
Yeah, and he's so popular right now, BBM.
yeah, I mean, I think after the Tony Talk si BBM, nag 1 million subscribers, nag 2 million. Si Tony din, mag 6 million na. So,
5 million na ngayon.
yeah, 5 million plus na siya.
Yeah.
So, she's trending. They're both trending well. And, just happy to be a part of, the story, the narrative of BBM. Diba?
You've been with him dun sa ilang mga campaign sorties, di ba? Tapos, I even see you in yung parang Pope Mobile, ano ba tawag dun? Yung
Yeah, but there was I
yung
think
ikot-ikot mobile,
in
ganun.
Laguna, we joined one motorcade. So, yeah, I mean, it's like I said, being on the ground with him, it's I think it's really destiny. BBM's destiny talaga.
Why do you say so?
Just the narrative alone. I'm a filmmaker, right? I mean, what he's been through all his life. If Tony's been bashed for the last 6 months, he's been bashed all his life, 30 plus years. Diba?
Yes.
Diba? And here he is still in love with the Filipino people.
Yes, alam mo, nung una talaga, pag nagkakatsikahan kami ni BBM, medyo madalas po kami nagkakatsikahan talaga. Sometimes, I would, lose hope doon sa bansa na to kasi some people are just so negative na,
Tama.
why don't we just work together and fix this whole thing? Tapos sabi ko, nagkikwento kay BBM yun, and he would always say, no, I believe in the Filipino, ganyan-ganyan.
Yeah, no, it's his favorite people in the whole world.
So, reaction ko talaga, sira ulo ba to? Parang where does all the optimism come from? So I was like, well, he really believes in the Filipino, so yeah, sige, gawin natin presidente.
And there's something he said, and something that really hit me, close to the heart was that he, all the hate that's coming out of, all these people, he chooses to see the good in them. Parang how strong of him to say that. No? Parang what a trait. No? Admirable talaga. That's why I feel it's his destiny. I mean, the whole VP thing and the whatever he went through there, that's parang a perfect way to open a film. Diba? Parang,
Yeah.
Parang downfall, diba? Cheated, and then the protest didn't go his way, and then for 6 years, he was figuring it out, and then now that he chooses to run for presidency, and just how accepted he was. I mean, the surveys are crazy, the rallies are crazy, the people are just in love with him.
Kasi I've been watching his campaign closely. Tapos, natandaan ko talaga yung nabasa ko sa mudguard ng jeep. From the ashes of my defeat shall rise the empire of my success. Ganun.
Grabe, no?
Ang ganda kasi nung
The majority of the Filipino, the majority of the hearts of the Filipino, and we want to include every type of Filipino because there's the North, there's the South, of course there's Visayas, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. We want everybody to be represented, be a part of this ad. So it's been actually like parang movie. It's like a mini movie. I've been on the road for like 3 weeks, flying to different cities, trying to get as much content as I can so that we can make this as grand as possible. And we hope to release it very soon, maybe after the Holy Week. So watch out for it.
Alright. So, eto, prior to the BBM yung 2022 campaign season, prior to the Umagang Kay Ganda commercial, I've known you as, you don't really do political content, tama?
Well, except for BBM before, but that was, of course, that was not on the presidential scale.
Yeah.
He was governor, vice governor.
Pero yung local lang ang reach
local,
nun eh.
That's why. So, but yeah, other than that, kind of was thrown into the fire, of this kind of battle, for doing a campaign for a presidential ball. It's a big deal. It's a big responsibility, and
kasi one misstep, kasi ang gagawin na i-edit, i-analyze nila bawat frame nun eh, and
exactly.
find
No,
faults.
it's the perfect 30 seconds. But yeah, I mean, I've also been, not just presidential, but I've been also doing some for the senators. So I got, to kind of really learn this whole political media thing, and I've enjoyed it because it's a different challenge for me. I'm used to doing movies, diba? Advertising for brands, but this time you're selling an actual person. You're selling a person's vision, a person's dream. So I like the challenge.
Ano kasi, sorry, natandaan ko kasi dun sa nangyari kay Tony na yung bashing, and then a little later parang the day after the proclamation rally, she resigned sa ABS-CBN. Tapos it was so quick. Anyhow, naalala ko yung ginawa ng Dixie Chicks like in the
Mm.
early
Oh,
2000s when they denounced the Iraq War.
okay,
Tapos
okay.
the whole South parang
Mm.
denounced them, and
Okay.
then they lost their career.
Mm.
So I hope Tony recovers, you know, and
Yeah, si Toni naman, I think she's at a point in her life where she's so confident with everything she's doing now, and she's following her heart. We're following our heart at the end of the day.
you're not afraid to
We're not
lose.
afraid because we're following our heart, and at the end of the day, it's also family, uh, and we're here to help. Just like I mean, the Filipino. When it comes to family, you're there always, right? Whether it's for a presidential campaign or if it's just for a birthday party, we're always there. Family's always there for each other. So at the end of the day, also we say we're following our heart. We can sleep well at night, knowing that what we're doing, and to get to the top or to get to where you want to go, some things have to fall, right? So we're just going with it now, and we're in a great place. Both of us, we're actually in a very unique place in our lives right now, where we're meeting great people, and there's a lot of opportunities out there. No? So
Well, in case things go according to what is hoped, will you be helping him after the elections?
I've always told Tito Bong and Tita Lisa, however I can help, I'll always be there. I in whatever capacity. Of course, I've fallen in love with this whole last few months of helping them out the campaign. If it extends, well, I guess we'll find out when we get there. No, but I'm at their service. If there's anything I can do with regards to my talents, no, my skill set, then I'll be there definitely.
And as far as this 2022 campaign season is concerned, what's your biggest worry?
My biggest worry. Well, I mean, you just don't want to see them hurt again, maybe.
Yeah, because 2016.
Yeah, because 2016 was tough. I mean, it was it wasn't just a month. It wasn't just 2 months. It was almost 6 years.
Yeah.
So this is really redemption. I mean, so I guess it would be that if the worry would be seeing them get hurt again and going through that whole 2016 cycle, and I really pray that doesn't happen again.
I bet siguro when you're conceptualizing muna the what you're gonna do in the commercial, you have this idea of what kind of president BBM is going to be. So yun yung most likely primary hugot mo when you come up with the messaging. So when you first found out that he's gonna run for president, like, wow, natalo ng VP tapos at bang presidente ngayon, di ba? Parang
Yeah.
nakakaba. So, ano yung feeling
Yeah,
mo?
actually, funny you say that. We were having lunch again one time in their house, and then kwentuhan lang, and then he messaged, I think I'll run for the presidency. I guess just casually in front of all of us. Maybe
How did you react?
maybe he said it, of course, in the past before to Tita Lisa, but to the family, parang we were like, wow, okay, I mean, great, how can we help? But if there's something about Tito Bong, I mean, it's his love for country, love for the people, his vision. I've been with him in those meetings, in those inner moments, and you could just feel the passion that he has for the country and for the people, and how he just wants to do his best to give everyone a better life. And it's sincere, it's authentic, and I think it's kind of rubbed off on anybody that's kind of worked with him. I guess one of the biggest frustrations is he's also portrayed unfairly a lot of the times. What the media is showing is definitely not who he is. So I guess coming from us, who's been with him, dinners, diba? Casual chats, meetings, and if he gets it in May, the people will feel it.
Why do you say na unfairly? Unfair yung portrayal.
I mean, I'm in media myself. You don't have to be educated to know that it's
Ni ganun eh. Ni ganun.
there's a 50-50, right? Let's just be honest. And hey, that's the challenge. Tito Bong said it himself in the Tony Talks interview. That's politics.
But if knock on wood, bakal pala to, pero kunwari wood. Okay, knock on wood, assuming he wins. Do you have any idea, how he's gonna keep true to his promise of unity? Kasi I just don't see maybe do sa mga less yung mga less radical na na grupo, maybe, but to assert, sabihin na natin na may certain na sektor sa ating lipunan na talagang they live to be angry at him. So do you have
Well,
any idea how he's
I
gonna
think
do
for me
that?
personally, I mean, if he's been preaching unity for his campaign, I think when he wins, it's going to be continuity. We switched to that because the PRD administration has done great things, but
Yeah, they did.
it can't. I mean, 6 years is never enough.
Yeah.
So to have BBM continue the programs, and he's been very vocal about build, build, build. He's been very vocal about continuing a lot of PRD's programs. I think yes, I think you're gonna feel the best first 100 days of any presidency. Uh, I just feel it. I really. I mean, like I said, I've been with him on the ground meetings, and you could see if he could hit the ground running, that now he would. But of course, we have to wait for the people to decide.